when did you feel it where you're like, and what were the feelings? You said, this EOS implementer thing might be for me. Let's go for it. Like what precipitated that decision?
What precipitated it was, well, there were very practical factors, which is that my agency was acquired by a larger agency, which was awesome. I was very pleased about that. So that was the practical factor. But what had been happening in my life for about the last year was that before that even happened, was that I had been implementing EOS in my own business, really loved it. Now, I loved it not just because it was working for me, but I loved it. I had an appreciation for it looking back because I've done a lot of strategic planning work at the Fortune 100 for years, like with the ADM from Accenture, which is one of the most world-renowned strategic planning frameworks to exist. It's dense, it is highly complex, but it's also pretty simple. But when I saw EOS, I was like, wow, this is really good. And I had an epiphany. It wasn't I called it an epiphany because it wasn't a midlife crisis, like there was no sports car involved. But my epiphany was that when I look back on my career, there's a list of people whose lives I've positively touched and who have looked at me as a mentor. And I'm really, really, really grateful for that. And I'm grateful to have been able to help them. And I think that when I look at those people, I was talking to one of them this past week. She was like unappreciated in her role. And then she came to join my team and I listened to her 'cause she had a ton of great ideas, and I helped her make those ideas real. And those ideas eventually amounted to millions of dollars in sales for the organization, a big bonus for her, a promotion, all these other things. And she said to me afterwards, she said, nobody ever listened to me before. So the feelings that drove me into EOS was really about having a personal impact on the individuals whose lives I touch. Because that's what I realized. That was my epiphany, is that that's what I really care about. That's when I look back on this 25, 23-year long career, I go, oh my gosh, it's faces. I see
I
faces.
know.
I don't see scorecards, right?
No.
I don't. I was successful, hugely by all accounts, successful in the metrics, but it's the faces, the people that I impacted.